Once upon a moment in time, there was a kingdom known to all as Mythgard. Mythgard prospered in peace until the first coming of the Demon King Jardine the Mad. Leading his Dark Legion, Jardine was but a step away from obliterating the kingdom. It was then that the 12 Masters of the Elements rose up to put an end to the Demon King's evil designs. A fierce battle ensued until there remained but 4 Masters opposing Jardine. Pulling their powers into a holy blade, the 4 Masters prepared for the final battle. Hello everyone, and welcome to Duel Master for the Sega Genesis. This is Stimswell, and this is my first LP. Alright, just had to change the controls real quick there. Here we go. Alright, Duel Master is a pretty standard action platformer. Actually, there's not a lot of platforming, to be honest, but you can jump. So, technicalities. As you can guess from the intro and the name of the game, you have magical rings. And you can have 2 rings per hand with different powers. There's the fire ring right now, and the water ring, which is a pretty useless barrier. You can combine rings, but of course fire and water cancel each other out. We'll be getting our 3rd ring right here from this guy. And that was a wind ring, which I'll show off in just a second. Now, these little fruits here heal you. Your life bar has like 4 colors: green, yellow, red, and gray, which is empty. But these gray rings are supposed to be wind. By itself, it just gives you speed. With fire, you get fireballs, which feels a little slow to me. But if you put water on there, you get wave. Now you'd think this would just go right over the enemy's heads, but it usually doesn't, so that's nice. Those flowers are pretty easy, just keep your distance. A lot easier than Hammer Brothers. Oh, that is not going to end well. You can usually run faster than your enemies, so don't be afraid to retreat a little bit. Those turns are usually pretty easy, and unless they put them right next to a staircase, which they actually love doing in even the first level. But one nice thing is, with the wave, you can attack through the floors, ceilings, walls. So get rid of the turns before they start shooting at you. These stone guys are nothing really to worry about. They walk so dang slow. But again, we just shoot through the ceiling here and get rid of anything that is worrisome. Now, the big ones can actually move a little faster if they want to, and they can actually chase you pretty well. I'm really not sure what makes them change their mind to chase after you so fast. It seems kind of random. I probably shouldn't have crossed over yet. I thought that big guy was gonna hit me, but I guess not. Alright. Yeah, I got those 2 guys at the same time. If you didn't notice, there was a little soldier guy, stone soldier behind him. And here's a turret on the stairs that just just like I said there would be. I've actually only beat this game a few times, and not even when I was playing it as a child, really. I got to the final level, but I didn't know about the secret power. So I get to the first boss of the final level, and yeah. Alright, now this little stone thing here, excuse me, is our first life bar extension. You attack it, and a little nature spirit comes out and gives you another life bar. Usually, there are a lot more hidden than that. And this turret is even closer to the stairs. Isn't that delightful? Alright. Now, this is the first boss coming up right here. And he's pretty easy as long as you don't jump into him like an idiot. You just walk back and forth under him, hitting him with fire when you can. Don't worry about killing him quick or anything, it does take a while. But just back and forth, pretty easy. If you do get hit though, it hurts. I mean, like a whole life bar worth of damage. So be careful and just take your time. And for defeating him, we get our another ring, which is Earth Ring, which, like the Wind Ring, is pretty useless unless you combine it with another good ring. So we have Wave, Firewall. See how useless that is? By itself, it gives you Earthquake, which is supposed to stun enemies, but for like a split second, so it protects you just as much as the barrier does, really. But Water and Earth gives you Ice Dagger, which again is kind of slow, just like the Fireball. And of course, Wind and Earth cancel each other out like Fire and Water. Now, that's probably what kept the secret power hidden from me when I was younger, but I'll explain that later when we get to it. This is the second level, the desert, and this little sand rat is usually not that hard to deal with. See? Pretty simple. I don't know what those things are supposed to be, some kind of giant moths, maybe? Alright. Nothing out here in the desert really does much damage, so don't worry if you do get hit. Because a lot of these enemies have very annoying patterns. Except for the sandworm. He might actually hurt you quite a bit. But you do want to kill at least that first one to get your next ring upgrade, which is Wind level 2, basically, which gives you the high jump. But it also does like a faster wave, or faster fireball, of course. Whoops. Yeah, really gonna kill enemies with my barrier. No, you're not. Dang, that's a lot of enemies. Alright. The rest of these sandworms don't drop rings, so don't worry about that. Whoa. Dang, how many moths are here right now chasing after me? Did I just, like, not kill a bunch of them? I don't know. That was crazy. Well, sometimes the wave does go over the enemies, but usually not. Oh, that was nice. And pretty soon here we should be out of the desert, going inside some ruins. this many sandworms? It's been a long time since I've played this game, I guess. Yeah, see, there's the ruins right there. At least I assume they're ruins. That's what they are in every game, I mean, right? Doesn't look like a cave, really. And these guys are kind of like the turrets in the first level, but they only shoot straight. And over here is another torrent where my wave shot's going, but he's just barely too far away. Barely. And you do need the second level wind ring to jump up here. So you can't avoid just killing that sandworm. I believe you can actually go right back out up there, back into the desert. But have fun with that. This little area over here seems to be a dead end, but doesn't this just look like where you'd put some kind of secret item or something? Maybe a piece of fruit to heal you? I don't know. I got full life, so it doesn't matter. Or close enough to full. It seems like it doesn't go directly from green to yellow, yellow to red. Seems like there might be like multiple hit points to each color, if that makes any sense. But we should be getting the second nature spirit real soon here. Just down over here, I believe. Yes, behind this little well here. The first one was a dwarf, so I'm guessing that was earth, and this is wind, maybe? And this is a mini-boss, but when you're new to the game, he can be just as hard as a real boss. I'm not really sure how this game treats elements, like if undead's weak to fire and holy or anything like that. But I think it does take more fire shots than water shots to kill this guy. And that'll make sense in a second here if I can ever kill him. Gotta hit his little bones before he can hit his skull. Dang. I think he moves faster as he loses body parts too. And as you saw there, that's the second little fire ring, which is a much bigger, like, flaming sword thing. And probably your main weapon for a large portion of the game, really. And again, another little dead end where you think they should put something, but they don't. These little things are platforms, believe it or not. And that guy's just a turret there, nothing there but him. Again, there should have been like a fruit back there or something. And I could have sworn these turrets don't aim at you, but I guess I was wrong. Get our wave out so we can shoot through the ceiling better. Got him. And him. I think there's a fruit way over here to the left, but I can't remember for sure. Nope, guess not. Actually, since we'll be going back into the desert real soon here, it might be a better idea to have the water ring. And like I said, I'm not sure exactly how the elements work here, but on the boss of this level, the water ring does seem to do more damage, which will make sense. Now these dragons are very annoying sometimes, and you should definitely kill them instead of just letting them accumulate and chase you. Those fireballs are not as annoying as you'd think, but they do take like 100 hits each to kill, even with the water ring. So again, elements, I don't know. And those little dragons just love to do stuff like that where you can't jump over them. Well, maybe just barely. It's probably better to walk under those fireballs than jump them, but whatever. You'll probably be walking back and forth across this desert, and it does feel pretty long and bland, but no worries. And if you do get hit, again, no more worries, because the boss is fairly easy, as long as you just keep your distance. And see, Firebird. So you think the water ring does more damage, and I did think it does, because it takes even longer to kill him with the fire ring. Either fire ring, level 1 or 2. Oh. That was bad, I shouldn't have got hit there. It's really hard to hit him when he's flying back and forth like that. Again, just keep your distance from these little fireballs he's shooting. I think he does 2 or 3 sets before he goes flying. 4? Huh. Oh, almost got hit there again. I don't know if I actually had to duck there, but just in case. And you might notice his wings do flap a little faster, like the lower on health he gets. But it seems like he has a lot of health. I'm not sure if the wave or the ice dagger does more damage to him, but as long as you use the water ring, it should be good. And for that we get the level 3 fire ring. And that's probably enough for the first video, so I'll see you next time on Jewel Master for the Sega Genesis. Thanks for watching.